What's up, guys?
How do you think Noah looked out there today?
I thought Noah did a lot of really good things. He had two really good practices, really, really should be in the hot lunch line right now in high school, so to speak. So kid's just got a cool way about him. Nothing really bothers him. He's pretty unflappable out here. Really impressed with him. And it's what we thought we were getting, and then it's really refreshing to now be out here with him and see it. It is what it is. It's exactly what we thought it was. So kid's doing a great job for us. Really excited about him.
How do you feel about the quarterback room as a whole at the outset of this spring compared to where you were at the outset of last spring?
I feel really good. The guys that were here before have that experience under their belt. There's a comfort level with those guys, with the system already in place, with the foundation with those guys. And then, the new guys being here and injecting that, just really talented kids, that are kind of gamers. It almost feels like Jaden and Noah's, been here longer than they've been here, especially when we get out here on the grass. When we get out here on the field, they're in their element, so to speak. So I'm really excited about the group right now.
What's something about Jaden that stood out to you?
He's very talented. He's very talented. The ball comes out really quickly. He's a really quick decision maker. Is probably the thing that stood out the most to me. He doesn't have to take a lot of time to kind of assess something and let me see the guy wide open. He can really anticipate it, throw it on time, and the ball comes out of his hand really nicely.
When you bring in someone of that caliber, how do you sort of handle it with the other guys in the room? Will, who started in the second half of last year,
Yeah.
might have started the rest of the season had he not got hurt. What are the conversations like?
It's been fairly easy so far, and maybe it's only after 2 days of spring ball, but I think it's a credit to Jaden. It's a credit to Jaden and how he's been around the team. He's come in with no ego, no arrogance to him, just kind of a workmanlike attitude, and I'm just going to earn the respect of my teammates and let it happen naturally, And to the guys' credit that have been here, that understanding that it's a competition and the best guy is going to play. It doesn't matter who that guy might be, and they've all kind of done a great job so far of just kind of embracing it. And like we tell them, make the most of your reps. You got to make the most of them. And I know Coach has already made the comments that we're not going to let this thing go forever. We're not going to let this thing drag out more than it needs to. We'd like to make a decision fairly quickly and go from there.
And the split of the reps, knowing there's a different learning curve for the guys that just got here versus the guys here too?
Yeah, it's a good question. We're trying to stay consistent with giving guys enough opportunities, but also at the same time, you can't just relax and just think you got all the time in the world either, and we got to make sure that we're giving our guys, and it's across the board. It's not just the quarterback position. We got a lot of guys that have come in and they're talented kids, and we got to figure out what that right mix is of players to give us the best chance to go out and be explosive and be successful and ultimately score more touchdowns on offense, whether that's in the big field and being more explosive or, being in the red zone and winning those one-on-one matchups and making better throws and things like that. But really excited about all the guys we got right now. Yeah.
Where did Will grow the most over the second half of last year?
Yes, great question, great point. Because I think he really did. The game started to slow down for him. I think it was just a matter of the reps that he was getting, all those reps accumulated for him, and he started to kind of just take a deep breath and, all right, I got this, started to figure out I know where to go with the ball. I know where my answers are. And that's true with any position in football. When you really know what to do on each play, when you know where the answers are, where the problems might be on each play, you're going to play more confidently. And I think Will did a good job of that for the most part. Wasn't perfect, and there was a lot of things to correct, but I thought he absolutely improved as the year went on.
One more question. What's the biggest adjustment for Jaden going from that Washington State style offense, which is free willing to more pro style, probably for Noah as well?
Yeah, it's what's the biggest adjustment? Different systems, obviously, different styles of play, different verbiage, different ways of how we're calling things. The same stuff, getting in a huddle, being under center a little bit more. But again, those kids they're gamers, and they're kind of just taking it in stride right now. And it's not where we want it yet, but it's already ahead of maybe where we thought it would be at this point after 2 practices. So we're excited about where it's going to go. They're able to kind of take the coaching and correct things very quickly, both of those kids. So it's a credit to them.